But the reality is most of us are living lives that we feel like we've kind of fallen into. In fact, a lot of us when we get to our 40s, we kind of have the proverbial midlife crisis. How did I get here? Right? You wouldn't be asking that question if your life was by design. For those of you who are in your 20s right now, maybe you're in the beginning of trying to think about these things. And you're entering a world where the way that your parents and grandparents were able to reliably predict how they were going to make a living, getting a job, working for a company, having a pension and benefits and all of that stuff, that's quickly going away. So you're already present to the fact that you need to understand your own value, learn how to be able to plug into communities, learn how to network, learn how to monetize your skill sets or capabilities, go inward and figure out what it is that I'm even interested in doing with my life, what makes me come alive. Aliveness is something that all of us human beings are really seeking after. And so wherever you are on the journey, the reality is we are where we are right now, where artificial intelligence is completely disrupting the economy and the way that we've typically and generally thought about how we do things in the world and how we make a living and how we create community and how we connect to others. We need to be able to respond to the conditions as they are and to our own life path accordingly. And so the invitation is to consider plugging into our community of the most important conversations. This is a bit of a public service announcement, I guess. But you're going to need people that you can count on, that you can bank on, that you can plug in with, that you can connect to. Step into your power, take ownership over your future. And by that, I mean, ensure that you are starting to engage in the types of things, the communities, educating yourself, about artificial intelligence, how to use artificial intelligence, educating yourself in the world of ontology, which is the nature of being. Who are you? What makes you come alive? What gives you aliveness? How do you package that? How do you monetize that? How do you network in order to bring it out into the world? All of these things are skill sets that if you're an employee, you likely have not really spent a lot of time, certainly not mastering, if even approaching at all. Because when you're in an employee situation, you kind of have been trained to just show up, do the thing you've been hired to do, don't get creative, don't color outside the lines, and we'll pay you for that.